In this video tutorial, we'll demonstrate how to perform hierarchical mapping for both inbound and outbound interfaces. Hi, everyone. Today's topic is how to perform inbound hierarchical mapping. In this session, we'll demonstrate how to map a hierarchy involving 3 Salesforce objects: account, contact, and case. Step 1. Initial setup. We've already configured the metadata provider, repository, message type. Stay tuned with a separate video. Now, click the Open Mapping button to begin the mapping process. Step 2. Explore the mapping tree. On the mapping screen, you'll see a tree structure representing the hierarchical relationship between account, contact, and case. We'll start with the inbound interface mapping. Step 3. Mapping the account object. It's best practice to first map the tree node to node. We begin with the account object. To speed up the process, use the Auto Mapping button. It automatically maps fields with the same name from the source to the target. Click the Auto Mapping button and observe how fields are instantly mapped. Step 4. Mapping the contact object. Scroll down on the target side to locate the contact object. Remember, contact is related to account via the account ID, parent ID. Map the node-to-node relationship between contact, account ID. Then, click the Auto Mapping button to map the fields. You can expand the data mapping view to display more fields, making the mapping view easier. Of course, we can expand both the source and target sides to get a clear view of the hierarchical tree structure as per the business requirements. Step 5. Mapping the case object. Now move to the case object, which is related to contact through contact ID. Expand the case object and further drag and drop on the case, node to node. Then use the Auto Mapping button again. It will auto map the fields for you. Step 6. Define external keys. Since this is an inbound mapping, we must define external keys to match incoming data with existing Salesforce records. First, click on the Define External Key button. Select Account Object. Choose Name as the external ID. Click Save. You'll see the external key icon appear. Repeat for contact. Click on the Define External Key button. Select Contact Object. Select last name as the external ID and save. You'll see the external key icon appear. Do the same for case. Select the case object. Selecting the appropriate external field, which is the subject, drag and drop to the selected field section and click on Save button. You'll see the external key icon appear. Now all three, account, contact, and case, are properly linked and have their external keys defined. Step 7. Save the mapping. Click the Save button to store the complete hierarchical mapping. You'll receive a success message. Data mapping saved successfully. Step 8. Advanced Features Brief Overview. Several advanced buttons are now visible. We'll briefly mention them. Define filter. Use formula expressions to create filter conditions covered in a separate video. Select field. Choose specific fields like billing country and view the full path. This will also be covered in a separate video. Define SQL statement. Add conditions using fields, operators, and formulas. For example, select object, account, field, ID, operator, equals, value, static or a formula, source field name. You can also define logical operators like and, or. And it will generate SOQL. These features will be explained in separate videos. Define foreign key. These features will be explained in separate videos. Step 9. Editing records. Use the Open Records button to view or edit records. Click Edit, enter a description like test description, then save the record details. It will show the updated description. Final step, completing the mapping. Once you hit save, it will take you back to the interface detail page. And it will show automatically generated child interfaces based on the mapped child nodes. And that's how we perform inbound hierarchical mapping using account, contact, and case objects. Moving on to outbound interface mapping. Let's now switch to the outbound interface mapping process. We've already completed the initial setup, selected the metadata provider, chosen the repository, defined the message type, set the direction to outbound. Step 1. Open Mapping Tool. Click on the Open Mapping button. On the target side, you'll see the hierarchical tree structure, including the account, contact, and case objects. On the source side, we have the Salesforce objects. Step 2. Begin mapping source to target. Start by mapping the account node source to the account node target. Then click the Auto Mapping button to map all matching fields between the source and target automatically. Step 3. Map Contact Object. Scroll down to the Contact section, which includes the account ID as a parent reference. Expand the Contact Object tree. Map the contact node to the target side. Click the Auto Mapping button to complete the field mapping. If you're unable to see all fields, stretch or expand the Data Mapping section for better visibility. Of course, we can expand both the source and target sides to get a clear view of the hierarchical tree structure as per the business requirements. Step 4. Map Case Object. Now move down to the Case Object. Expand the Case Object fields tree to reference Contact ID. Drag and drop the case to case node. Click the Auto Mapping button once again. At this point, your full hierarchical outbound mapping for account, contact, case is completed. Step 5. Skip external ID for outbound. Since this is an outbound mapping, there's no need to define an external ID. Simply click the Save button. Data mapping saved successfully. Step 6. Explore advanced features. After saving, a new feature button called Reorder Mapping becomes visible. Click on it. Select a target object, example, account. You can reorder fields, say, move the phone field below billing city. Click Save to apply changes. Step 7. Formula Editor Overview. Another feature. We'll cover the full functionality of formulas in a separate video tutorial. Step 8. Record Editing, same as inbound. Just like in the inbound mapping, you can edit record details directly. Final step. Save and view the interface. Click the Final Save button to complete the outbound hierarchical mapping. You'll be redirected to the outbound hierarchical interface detail page, where any child interfaces created through hierarchical mapping will also be listed. In this example, we show the account contact and case. That wraps up the full process of outbound hierarchical mapping. Thanks for watching.